Welcome to application of the 2-ball driver decal. If you have a driver or 3-wood that has a removable shaft, it might be best to remove this at this stage, as it'll make putting the decal on a little easier. So obviously we need to be putting the decal on so that it's right in the sweet spot of the driver, but also we need to make sure it's on straight. I think a really good idea is to put a couple of Sharpie reference marks on your driver where you're going to line up that line on the decal. So right here is where the top part of my driver is the sweet spot mark, and then at the back here we can see with this design that this is going to be right in a square position. So I'm going to now do another mark as an extension of that point later on, but it's going to give me a great idea of how to line up that sticker. Of course, we're basically going to line it up so that it's the sticker part is parallel to the top edge, but we also want to have those references, especially at the back here, to make sure it's on square. Then you can go ahead and peel off the backing of the actual sticker. So it comes in with a backing sheet as well as a cover, and the decal is going to be then left hopefully on the front sheet. Okay, so now you can actually handle basically any of that underneath part. It's not going to really matter if you put any fingerprint marks or in the clear areas especially. So now we need to line this up so that we have in the sweet spot position, and we also need to ensure that we're exactly parallel to the top edge. Top edge of the club face is my reference, and I'm going to make sure that the sticker is parallel to that. And I'm also lining up the sweet spot mark. And if you feel like you make a little bit of a mistake, you still can lift it this stage and recover it. Now I also need to make sure that I'm lined up pretty good towards the back part here. So I'm going to check that I'm in the vicinity there with my Sharpie mark, and that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to try to smooth out from the center of each circle to ensure that there's no wrinkles. That looks good. The first one, left one first. You may well be someone that likes the look of only one of these circles on their driver as well, or perhaps you're only putting one circle on your 3-wood. Okay, so now we move into the second circle. Smooth that out from the inside. That looks like it's lined up still perfectly with my Sharpie mark there. Okay, once we've smoothed all that out, then we can remove the backing paper. And after we remove the backing paper, you're then going to also smooth out a little bit more. So we need to ensure that we've got the club addressing the ball right in the sweet spot, so you can clearly see if it's being addressed in the heel of the club or on the toe of the club, and you can pretty clearly see, even if you are in the sweet spot, you can see when the balls aren't aligned correctly fairly clearly. So it just needs to look correct when you're looking down the fairway. It just needs to look like everything's lined up right, and then you're ready to go.